All right, are we live? Let's see if we are live. Are we live, guys? Let's go. Let's go. We are live. All right, all right. Let me make sure I get this. We live. Let's see. Okay, so we're live. I'm gonna post this here in the Facebook group. Okay, let me make sure. 5. Wow. All right. Here we go. Okay, let's see who's here. Okay, we got a couple of people now. All right. Okay, we got 5 people coming up here. Guys, we are live. This is SEO, local SEO, and rank and rent training masterclass. I will be covering a couple of things we are doing in our agency. We're doing in our mastermind, what we are seeing in terms of mass ranking, organic ranking, getting clients big time, making the money. So if you're here just joining, make sure you go here. Let me share my screen. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel. This is what's my YouTube channel right here. Make sure you go live. And then if you are here, make sure you put your, just say hi, where are you from? So we got Neil here, says, good morning, Neil. Why don't you guys go ahead and give me, like, where are you joining from? What city are you joining in from? That way it'll make sense to me also. We got about 10 people now. Neil says, good morning, Neil Baptist. Good to see you. We got quite a bit of an agenda today and for the next 5 days. Every 3 or 4 months, I try to do a series of SEO coaching training. So if you are new, if you are not new, you will learn what's going on. Some of the cutting edge things we hold. I'm going to share a lot with you. Okay. So Muhammad Abdullah says, good morning, Muhammad from Pakistan. Welcome. Guys, give me your name and where are you from? Okay. So the next half an hour, we're going to go into a couple of things here, right? Ahmad says, good morning from Pakistan. Quite a few people from Pakistan. All right. Those who are in Pakistan, is Imran Khan still in jail or is he out? I used to watch the guy play cricket long ago, and then he got into politics, and then I heard he was in jail. So Neil says, Los Angeles, good to see you. How are things in Los Angeles, guys? I've been to LA a couple of times. I loved it, actually. I liked San Diego more than LA, but it was good. Alpesh says, from India, welcome. I grew up in India. I'm originally from Sri Lanka. I grew up in Chennai. So Alpesh, where are you from? Let me know, okay? So if you're just joining, put your name and where are you from. I'd appreciate that. Ahmad says he's still in jail. My God, Imran Khan is still in jail. Okay. Well, let's hope everything works out fine for him. So here is the thing, guys. I'm going to jump in right now. Here is what we're going today. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what we're going to go, right? So basically, we're going to start with a couple of things. We're going to go over, we may start a little bit in the basics, SEO, rank and rent and all that, but I will go a little bit advanced in terms of math ranking, organic ranking, but also not just the ranking part of it, because there are quite a few people who can rank to an extent, but how do you get clients? Okay, we're going to go into that also deep. So Alpesh is Hyderabad. Okay, good to see you, Hyderabad. Welcome. Here, guys, number one thing, guys, okay, I'm going to go into a little bit about why you want to look into local SEO to help create your financial security, financial freedom, financial independence, however you want to call it. I'm going to dissect that and I'm going to show you how I did it. I was working in a day job and then I started learning SEO and then I got some SEO clients and then I started going rank and rent. And between rank and rent and SEO clients, I was able to walk away from my day job 6 years ago now. 6.5, 7 years ago now. Okay. 2014 October is when I first found out there's something called SEO. It took me about 3.5, 4 years to be able to replace my job income. looking back, if I had had a coach and a mentor who would tell me, don't do this, and just go step by step, I could have saved a lot of time and be able to leave my job, make some money faster. Okay. So my whole goal is to make sure you guys, if you're brand new, if you already know a little bit of SEO, not just learn how to rank websites. We're going to go into low-hanging fruit, identify and niche, rank clients, rank sites, but also go into getting clients. How do you generate leads for yourselves? These are local business owners who would love to get SEO, how we are doing. In my agency in February, we closed 6 SEO clients, guys, okay? And I don't do any sales at all, okay? So I'm going to be going through all of that stuff that we cover in our mastermind in depth. I'm going to give you a small glimpse into what goes in our mastermind. So all of that stuff. So Tarun says from Delhi, good to see you guys. If you're just joining in, why don't you give me this, right? If you guys are making less than $1,000 through SEO and rank and rent, if you're making less than $1,000, give me a 1. If you're making more than $1,000, give me a 2. So I understand where my audience are. And so if you already know the basics of SEO, we don't have to start there. We can go further, right? So let me know. Okay, put it in the chat. Give me some background. Are you new? Are you do you have SEO clients? Are you just starting out? How long have you been doing? Give me in the chat so I can see what you guys are doing and I can start catering this to that. Okay. So number one thing here, guys, the reason all of us get into SEO, okay, at least most of us, is to make money, right? So I'm going to go dissect that, okay? So Mohammed says, number 1, I'm not making money. Tyron Clark says, number 2. Okay, good. Tyron makes more than $1,000. Awesome. Tyron, where are you located? Are you in US? Which city in US? Are you outside the US? Let me know, okay? Good stuff, okay? Anybody else, give me a 1 or a 2. Mohammed Abdullah says 1, okay? Let me know that, okay? Here is what I realized, okay? Financial freedom is not just plenty of money, okay? If you're hardworking, you can make plenty of money in any field, real estate, stock market, OnlyFans, whatever you want to do, right? But it's not just plenty of money, it's also peace of mind. So I wanted to make enough money to be able to leave my day job. I wanted to make enough money so I can live my life with some peace of mind. I did not want to make millions of dollars, but I'm running around like a chicken with a head cut off trying to service clients. I did not want that lifestyle. I personally know, and I follow a lot of guys. I personally know a few guys who make a lot of money, but they literally don't have a life. They don't take care of their health. They don't look at their wife or kids they don't spend time with. They just do SEO morning to evening, which is fine. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. That's just not for me, okay? Thailand says Victoria, BC. All right, I will be in Vancouver, British Columbia in the month of May. Cool, good to see you. Zishan says, number 1, doing jobs, struggling in freelance. Okay, awesome. Okay, I love it. When somebody says they have a job and they're trying to get and struggle and trying to make some money through SEO, through freelancing, through rank and rent, when I hear that, I was that 10 years ago, guys. I was working in a day job, okay? Here, let me show this to you today, right? I was working in a day job and I had this put up. This is the list of expenses for me from a few years ago, okay? I had my mortgage, my car payment, from my electricity bill. I had all this listed out. My kids, the karate class, dance class, and some variable costs, my eating out budget, my groceries. I was making about $6,000 a month in my day job, and my expense was $6,300. Okay. All I wanted to do was all I was thinking about almost every single day was how can I make $6,000 a month, approximately, okay, $6,300 a month, so I can replace my job income and buy my time back. Because I had a family, I had mortgage, I had expenses. You guys get the idea, okay? So if you are struggling, if you have a day job and you're trying to put up a rank and run site, local SEO, freelancing, okay? First of all, hats off to you. I applaud you because a lot of people are just taking it easy, watching Netflix all the time. Trust me, okay? If you're that kind of a guy who's like, I want to learn and grow and make some money, you're in the right place. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm going to give you so much value. If you implement what I show you the next 5 days, today to Friday, you probably will be making, even if you are in Pakistan or India or outside the US, you can be making $1,000 a month. And in the next few days, I will also be showing you how I go and get a client live for maybe one or two of you guys. Okay. So what I would like to do is, number one, I will go through all of this, but do me a favor, okay? After this call is done, go to this local SEO accelerator community, this Facebook group, and put a post saying what you learned today in this call once you're done with that, okay? Because based on that, I will pick the best post tomorrow in tomorrow's live, and I'm going to give away freebies. I'll give away my course. I'm going to give away SEO plans. I'm going to give away GMBs. I'm going to give away done for your website. Whatever whatever you need to just get to the next level, I'm going to give away a lot of exciting stuff. I'm not giving away something as simple as, what others people normally give. Hey, I'll give away 5 citations. No, I'm not giving away 5 citations. I may give away 200 citations and social profiles. I will probably give away one-on-one time away, right? So once you watch this webinar today, once you watch this YouTube, even if you're watching a replay, go to this Facebook group here, okay? And put a post in the chat, put a post in the Facebook group, okay, about the points you learned in today's class. Because based on that, I will pick a winner and I'm going to be giving away prizes. Okay, does that make sense? Cool. Let me see, make sure everybody understands. Okay, cool, right? Okay, so now let's go back to here, right? So number one thing I want you guys to do, okay, wherever you are, right? Write this down. If the why is not clear, if the why is not clear, the how doesn't matter. I can show you how to do SEO, how to rank websites, how to get clients. But if you don't know why you are doing all this, you are not going to make the money to replace your job income and have a free life. Okay? I was dabbling in SEO for almost 4 years. YouTube, I would learn something. I would go out every shiny objects, right? But once I put together this, wrote down all of these expenses, and my why was to be able to spend time with my family. Okay? My why was to spend time. I got 2 small kids. Okay, when I started in 2014, I had 1 kid, then I had 2 kids. And every time I would go to my job in the morning, they were that time the 2-year-old and 6-year-old. They would be clinging to my leg and saying, "Daddy," they call me Papa, right? Don't go office, let's play. And I wanted to stay at home and play with them, but I had to go to a job to make the money. So I literally sat down one day and I started putting all the reasons I wanted to come home, leave my job, right? And the number one reason, emotional reason, was spend time with my kids, my family, my wife and kids, right? So once that became clear, my why am I doing this, why, once that became crystal clear, every single day, I was not wasting time, right? Whenever I had free time, I was learning SEO, I was implementing, I was going after clients. I would talk to 10 potential clients in 1 week, 2 weeks, and everybody will say no to me, and I was still not dejected because I know I just had to make $6,000 a month. I had to learn that so I can leave my full-time job and spend time with my family. Does that make sense? Voila says, when does this live start? The live is at 12 noon today, but I think from tomorrow we'll make it 12 noon every day. How about that? 12 noon every day, 12 noon Eastern time, Monday to Friday. Make sense? Okay. Now, write all your expenses down one by one. Don't just think what your expenses are. Take down your bank account for the last 2 months. Take down your credit card report for the last 2-3 months. Write down everywhere you spent your money. So in my case, I wrote down my mortgage was $2,000 a month. My car payment was $700 a month. My electricity bill, $150 a month. Okay, my consumer's energy, okay, my hot water was $150 a month. Water bill, okay, whatever else, right? Car insurance, $200. Cell phone, all of this, right? then my kids' expenses, then my variable costs, my eating out, my gas, my groceries. Total was 6,300. Okay, so number one thing I want you guys to do is put this down. Write down your list of expenses. Okay, anybody, can you give me a yes if you will do this, guys? Give me a yes if you will do this. And if you already know what your freedom number is, your freedom number is the total amount that you need to make to be able to cover your expenses. If you know your freedom number, put it in the chat. What's your freedom number? Give me a yes if you will do this. If you have not done it, give me your freedom number amount if you already have done that. Anybody? Let's go. Okay, let's see. Anybody? Who wants to give me a freedom number if you already have it? Okay, at least Tyron says yes, Bharat says yes. Okay, great. Make sure you do that, guys. This is not like I'm not spending time here telling you to do something that's not going to help you. Trust me, once you have this down, the next step I'm going to talk to you will be very, very clear. So Muhammad Abdullah was the first one who says his freedom number is $1,500 or some, okay? Voila says freedom number is 10,000. Okay, so Voila, where are you located? Alpesh says 2,000. Okay, Neil says 5,000. I love these numbers going. Okay, so wherever you are, your situation is different. Somebody living in maybe the US, you may need 5,000 or 6,000. Somebody in Pakistan, $1,500 is a lot of money. We have people in our mastermind living in Pakistan and making $10,000 a month. We have people living in the UK making $30,000 a month. I have somebody in my mastermind who makes $1 million a month. Okay, so my mind is also expanded. Does that make sense? Bharat says 2,000, Thailand says 700. Okay, great. Voila. If you're in India, you most likely you don't need $10,000 a month, guys. Come on. I'm not talking about luxury. I'm talking about your basic expenses that if you tomorrow you lost your job, that amount will take care, okay, of your expenses. That's the amount. I'm not telling you, Voila, to live like Shah Rukh Khan, $10,000 a month. Okay. I'm talking about to take care of your family, put food on the table, roof on the head. How much is it? So once you have this, step number 2, this is step number 1, make sure you put this down. Step number 2, find the smallest bill that you have that happens every month. The smallest bill in my case was my $80 cell phone. And my goal was this month, it's only March, beginning of March right now. My goal, before the end of March, I'm going to replace my $80 cell phone bill with a client. It could be a rank and rent client, SEO client, freelancing, growth partner. We're going to go into all the details tomorrow, next couple of days. But all I'm going to do, I'm not going to figure out how to replace $6,300 every month. I'm just going to replace $80. That's it. Does that make sense? So when you break it down like this, okay, let me show this to you. Let me break this down to you. Give me a second. Okay, so let's just say as an example, okay, I'm going to pick an example. What happened? Why can I not bring up my notepad? Okay, let's take an example, right? Neil says he needs $5,000 a month, okay? Now, let's just take Muhammad Abdullah. Okay, Muhammad, did I spell that right? Muhammad. He needs $1,500 a month. Okay, so once we have this down, right, we're going to break it down. How many rank and rent sites or SEO clients do you need to get to this freedom number? In Neil's case, right? Here is, okay, before that, here is, write this down. The average, if you're just starting out, average rank and rent website can be rented out for $400 to $700 a month. Average SEO client, okay? And by the way, nobody teaches you all this, guys. They just jump into ranking or they talk high level. I'm breaking this down for you, okay? Average client can be anywhere from 500 to 800 easy a month. So now if you look at Neil's $5,000 a month, he would need somewhere from 12. If it's $400, he would need 12 rank and rent sites. Two, if it's $700, he would need what? 7 sites. So let's just take a average of 10 rank and rent sites, or in this case, maybe about 10 to 6, right? So maybe about 8 clients. Does that make sense? In Muhammad Abdullah's case, okay, he would need probably about 3 rank and rent sites, or about, let's just say 2 to 3, let's just say 3 SEO clients. Does that make sense? Yes, voila, 10,000 dream life will come. But first, take care of your financial security. First is financial security, then financial freedom. Does that make sense? So first is whatever, if something happens to your job, your primary source of income right now, can your income through SEO rank and rent take care of that? So that's what we're going to do, right? So today, once you're done with this, okay, I would encourage you, once the call is done, take your time, put down your freedom number, go here and make a post about what you learned and put your freedom number. That's what I want you to do. Put your freedom number and approximately how many rank and rent sites or SEO clients you think you need. Most likely we'll get a combination. Maybe we'll get about, let's say in Neil's case, we'll get about 5 rank and rent clients, 5 SEO clients. Okay. In Muhammad's case, maybe we'll get 2 rank and rent, 1 SEO client. I'm going to go through all of that. Does that make sense? Okay. So put this after today's call, go here and put it, because tomorrow I will be looking into who's the best guy who's posted it, and I'm going to give away something for free. Okay. I'm going to pick somebody. Does that make sense? So once you have this, then what do? We're going to zero in on the first #1 bill. So whoever here, Zishan, Voila, Tyron, Bharat, Muhammad, what's the smallest bill that you have? What is that bill and how much is it every month? Give that to me. Okay. From whatever you go off the top of your head, what's the smallest bill you have right now? That's a recurring payment that you're paying every month. And how much is that? Put it in the chat. Let's see what we can do. Okay. So put in the chat. Let's go on to the next one. You guys need to understand, we live in an age, everything is getting automated, guys. With AI now coming, self-driving cars, robotic vacuum cleaners, robots out there, okay, everything is getting automated. The biggest question, $1 million question, is our income automated? That's the whole goal. I don't want to be working for the rest of my life in a job, or I don't want to be working SEO work for the rest of my life also. I would rather have some rank and rent sites, growth partner clients, SEO clients. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by all of those. And that income is repeated, recurring income. Every single month, my main thing is my recurring income. What am I making every month? How can I improve it? Recurring income. And the active income I make through new clients and talking to clients and all that, I put it into assets that bring me more passive income, maybe more rank and rent sites, maybe dividend income, maybe real estate, whatever it is. Does that make sense? So Muhammad says, my smallest bill is, I love that, 1,500 Pakistan rupees is $5. Okay, great. What bill is that, Muhammad? Let me know. Tyrone says cell phone bill, $150. Okay, Voila, $7. What's that bill? Give me what bill? Tyrone, $150 cell phone bill. Is that your family or is that just you? Because sometimes you can just go, I had a bigger bill and then I moved to a better plan, right? And I was saving money. Okay. But let's just take this, right? Let's take an example now. We got one bill, okay? Okay, is a $5 bill. And then another person is a $150 bill, okay? Now, $5 bill, we want to find somebody. I'm going to show you. Tyrone says, why do you need 3? Tyrone, what are you? CIA, FBI? Like, do you have a double life? Do you have an online OnlyFans account or something? Like, why do you have 3 phones, man? Okay, Tyrone is living a double life, guys. We need to find out. Okay, Voila says $7 Wi-Fi. $7 Wi-Fi, that's cheap. Where are you located, Voila? Okay. If you're outside the US, it makes sense, but if you're in the US, it doesn't make sense. Okay. All right. So we want to see for Mohammed, how can we replace this $5 bill every single month? Okay. Or in Tyron's case, 150. Okay, so he's got kids and so kids phones. Now it makes sense for Tyron. Okay. So $150 bill. Okay. Here is the first thing I want you guys to do before I go into ranking and all that. Remember this slide I talked about putting all of these bills, putting all of this where your money is going, right? Once you put all of this down, here is what I want you to understand. These are all businesses that you are a customer of. Make sense? So if Tyron's got 3 kids, right? And most likely he's spending money on the kids, at least some class or the other, like a dance class or a karate class or something, right? Most likely everybody here has a car payment. Most likely everybody here has a gym, may not be a gym, maybe a cell phone bill. Everybody said there's a cell phone bill, right? See how you can approach any of these businesses to sell your SEO or SEO services. Okay, let me tell you what I mean by that. Okay, one of my first clients was this. I even made a video about this. Okay, was this place called Kebab Hut. Kebab Hut. This one here. Okay, I used to spend about $200 a month eating out here because I was working in an office in General Motors, and not $200 a month, maybe like $100 a month, something like that. Okay. And when I started realizing how I can start making money, I went to this guy and I talked to him, and all I told him was this, write this down if you want to. Hey, I've been coming here. I love your food, but I noticed that your website has a few things missing. And he's like, what do you mean missing? And I said, I'm a website guy. There's a couple of things missing in your website. If you fix those, you will rank higher on Google and get more customers. Okay. And he became a $300 client. He actually paid me one time $300, but then later on he referred me to somebody who was a $75 a month recurring client. And that took care of my $80 bill. Does that make sense? So whatever you are doing right now, once you write this down, okay, you want to see how you can approach them with a simple statement like, hey, dance class, I noticed your website is missing something that if you fix, will get more customers from Google. Can I do a free video for you? Does that make sense? So once we have this identified, our goal, of course, we're going to replace all of this with client income, rank and rent, growth partner, all of that. But eventually, I mean, the first step is to see if they themselves can become a client. Why? You are a customer to them, right? Every business customer is king. So if you talk to them, they will be open to listening to you. Does that make sense? Right? Now, in this case, if you see, my one rank and run site was paying me for it took care of my car payment, my electricity bill, and my consumer's bill. So 700 plus 150 plus 150, $1,000 a month bill was taking care of my one client. My concrete site took care of my car insurance, $210, then $100 ADT alarm bill, $200 gym bill, and $130 internet bill. So that's 210 plus that's 310, 510, $640 a month concrete bill. Does that make sense? So one by one, you chip at it, you work towards it. Does that make sense? Okay. So this is I don't know if you guys can see this properly. Okay. This is, can you guys see this? This is my bill, my income from, look at the date, 2017, when I started making some money through rank and rent and SEO. $750, $500, $400. If I'm not wrong, this $150 was a towing website. $750, I think, was a tree. I had a lot of tree sites. I still have tree sites. So between trees and towing, these are just paying my bill. You see that? This was 2017. Some of these are still ranking rank and run clients. Okay. So I don't want to go into all of this detail, but what we'll be covering in the next few days is the exact strategy. We're going to identify low-hanging niches and get clients. We're going to do rank and rent for these clients and start making some money. Okay? There's so much opportunity in the local space. Okay? There's a guy called Amit who joined my mastermind, right? And in a mastermind, I do one-on-one calls. Literally, I sat with him. He's in a bigger city, and in a population of 600,000 population, we found a niche that he can easily rank and start making money. Okay, so we'll be going through all of this right now. If you see GMBs, it is difficult to get GMBs. You can still get them, but it's not worth the effort that they're putting for rank and rent. So we are pivoting a little bit to something called growth partner. We'll talk about it. Okay, but even if long-term we are not able to depend on GMBs or even depend on SEO because Google is changing, right? AI is coming. TikTok, people search more on TikTok than Google. There are always local businesses who want customers. And if we learn the skill of generating customers for them, we will always get paid. Does that make sense? So I don't want to go into all these. These are all different students of mine who are making money and all that. Like this is Robert. This is a screenshot from his first couple of clients, $650 a month in 3 months. Right now, he's almost near 10,000 a month. He still joins the coaching calls. He still comes and learns, but he's at 10,000 a month now. Okay, literally crazy. This guy, we took him as a case study, and he literally walked away from his job in 4 months. Okay, I could go on and on and on. I don't want to know. This is Victoria. Somebody may know. She came to me like she's new to SEO during COVID. Right now, she's closer to 40K a month. Okay, so I don't want to go through all of these success stories. There's so many success stories, but I want to be able to go into where we can start ranking and all of that. Okay, there's too many success stories over here. Okay, this is a coaching calls we have in a mastermind, all of that. We have so much fun. Okay, but what are we going to be learning? Okay, let me leave you with this. Okay, tomorrow we're going to go over the power of leveraging digital real estate. Okay, we're going into what's rank and rent, but not just rank and rent, the process, the science of ranking a website, that once you learn the skill, you can then start ranking clients' websites or your own website for rank and rent. Okay, so give me an excited in the chat if you're excited. Give me a no, I'm not excited if you're not excited, but give me some feedback, guys. Give me some excited. Okay, tomorrow, okay, we'll be starting in depth about rank and rent. But today's homework, guys, please go put down your bill over here and then go here and put down, I want at least 10 people to put a post here about what you learned today and your freedom number and your smallest bill if you want to. What you learned and your freedom number and your smallest bill. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's get that going, guys. Okay, post it here. Tomorrow, same time, 12 o'clock, I'll meet. Today was only half an hour, but tomorrow we'll go 45 minutes to an hour because we're going in depth into ranking. We'll be picking up clients. I will be picking up people who are participating, like Mohammed here or Zishan or Waila or Tyron. I will pick them and say, okay, I'm going to find a client for you, so you start making $100 a month. And live, we're going to see if you can do that, so you make some money. Make sense? All right, I love it, guys. People are saying excited, excited, excited. Love that. So tomorrow, 12 noon EST, make sure you guys join. Same time, same YouTube channel. And let's see how we can make some money and rank, not just ranking, but make some money also. Okay? With that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. From tomorrow, we'll probably be closer to an hour a day.